down talking about other names, your interviews corny.
I battled a whole G-Unit Dolo.
Hold on.
All of them.
Hold on, Bleek, hold on.
Wait.
You can put all of them.
You talking about Banks and Yayo?
All of them.
Banks and Yayo.
Song for song.
You better than Banks?
Huh?
You better than Banks?
Banks?
Yeah.
You listen to Banks right now?
When I'm in the gym, 315.
His old music?
Nah, now.
What he got?
He be dropping. He be dropping.
He got some shit right now?
Don't do that to Banks. You gonna have Banks come up here.
Memphis Bleek and Jim Jones have been talking like they rank above Lloyd Banks, Maze, Fabulous, and everybody else. Then Bleek doubled down, claiming he would smoke Tony Yayo and Lloyd Banks in a versus. That is where this controversy gets spicy. Rome Streetz just released his album Socket to My Pocket through Nas' Mass Appeal label. On Prada in My Polaroid featuring Lloyd Banks, Banks appears to send slick shots toward Jim Jones, Memphis Bleek, or possibly both, allegedly. I'm about to run that snippet one more time. Check out Rome Streetz' album, available everywhere, and salute to the streets and the Wreck Mob.
I was in a new Rari, survived some real shots. You bugging to think subliminals harm me. You sitting down talking about other names, your interviews corny.
Yo, get Swiss on the phone. Set that verses up. Listen.
It's gonna get bad.
No, it's not.
It's gonna get bad. Y'all going verse for verse or song for song?
You doing whatever he want to do.
All right, it's gonna be a long
only
night.
way he
in the verses, because the only one who's win at you. Tony Yayo goes at you all the time.
He don't want no. Yo, listen.
Hold on.
Yo,
This is a good last question.
Listen.
If Tony Yayo,
Stop being disrespectful.
he shouts his name out. It's
the
a
nigga's
fucking.
never rapped a day in his life.
Chill.
He's never rapped.
Tony Yayo has an album.
Listen. Me, by myself.
Yes.
Swiss. I hope they hearing this. Catch this. I battled a whole G-Unit Dolo.
Hold on.
All of them.
Hold on.
Wait. You can put all of them.
You talking about Banks and Yayo?
All of them.
Banks and Yayo.
Song for song.
Banks?
So
Memphis Bleek. In a verses.
Song for
song. He got it.
I know song for song.
All of them. I ain't gonna. Banks is crazy nice. I'm not gonna get in a freestyle battle with
song,
Banks.
song
for song.
I want to be song for song.
Song for song. Put both of them niggas up against me, Dolo. What's up?
You know what you just did, right? You explained yourself. That's all I'm saying.
That's cool. What's up?
That's lit though.
What's up? Me.
I said, look, in this camera right
song
there.
For
me.
song.
Swiss.
I smoke Mace boots right now.
Oh man.
Let me stop. Them niggas don't even rap like that no more. Me picking on them in the booth right there be like me. That'd be just what it be. It'd be picking on them and to do. I mean, like they not ready. They ain't. I mean,
we don't need this for the town, man. We don't need this for the town, man.
I'm trying to be. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying, I don't want to be like bullying nobody in the booth and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, but like for my era, who?
Oh man.
I'ma wait.
Alright, Jim's still in the field, bro.
For my era.
Nah, it's some lyrical niggas.
That, for my era, who? Right now.
Lyrical?
Right now, tell me.
Damn, he
got some recent shit.
Oh, recent shit.
No, just I'm saying, like, what you gonna keep going on the old shit?
You my man.
I just want to know what we doing. Because we keep going on the old shit, then we can keep going on my old shit. You heard?
Fab got you.
Fab is my bro. I don't even get into that. Fab is one of my favorite rappers.
I ain't want to do that.
Even with Fab, like I'm ready for all battles. He know that. And every time we go in the booth, it's like extra homework for me. Like, damn, this nigga.
You better than
crazy.
Banks?
Huh?
You better than Banks?
Banks?
Yeah.
You listen to Banks right now?
When I'm in the gym, 315.
His old music?
Nah, now.
What he got?
He be dropping. He
got some shit right now?
Don't do that to Banks. You gonna have Banks come up here.
Y'all listen to his shit, right? I'm just
Jim.
Obviously, Jim. So I'm asking y'all. Don't start pointing at him. I'm asking y'all.
They lying. They lying. They leave.
Do you like? He got a new record out right now.
He got a new tape.
His voice changed, K.
How many?
He dropped consistent. He dropped like you.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 people right now, y'all got y'all know what he talking about?
I ain't hear baby.
He dropped like you. That's what's crazy.
I ain't know what came out.
All right. Now, out of these 8 people, y'all know that I'm about to drop, or do y'all know some shit that I just finished dropping? Anything?
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Know shit.
What the f are we talking about then?
You right, but
Lyrical.
you want some lyrical shit?
Lyrical shit.
Lyrical what? I box him up. You listening to the shit I'm talking about?
I hear you.
How make you feel when you go outside? Make you feel like you want to do crime and do some other shit, right? Like, you dig? That's what music's supposed to do for you, right?
He right.
How many entendres you niggas want to hear before you figure it out? You dig? Like, I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
And then it's a cadence, like,
Yeah.
music's supposed to make you feel a type of way, right?
Yeah.
Emotion.
I'm not taking away niggas' skill of rap at all. Be dead nice.
Right.
Cadence is still off. You heard? I'm only laughing because I caught that. I know how to switch my cadence for the kid to feed it to this generation where they understand it the way they understand all the other music. Not so much.
But something about this situation feels a little strange. Jim Jones and Memphis Bleek both live in New Jersey now, and based on the way they have been talking lately, you might start wondering if there is something unusual in the water over there. Both artists sound extremely confident, and maybe even a little disconnected from the way most fans would rank the rappers they are discussing. In Bleek's case, some of that confidence could be coming from standing alongside Jay-Z during the Yankee Stadium residency, where Jay brought him out on stage. That was undeniably a huge moment. But does appearing in front of a stadium crowd of roughly 45,000 people really prove that Bleek belongs above Lloyd Banks, Mace, Fabulous, and Tony Yayo? A moment that massive can definitely boost your confidence, especially when you already view yourself as a megamind, also known as Bleek Cool. If you know, you know. Salute to the real rap fans. Jim Jones, meanwhile, has been making bold claims like this for years. We have heard him say he was better than Nas. We have also heard him claim he could beat 50 Cent, Jadakiss, and practically anybody from New York in a versus battle. Now Memphis Bleek appears to be stepping into that same lane. Going against Tony Yayo is one conversation, and Bleek absolutely has a respectable catalog. He has released around 5 or 6 albums, with several reaching gold status. Yayo only released one solo album, but he still has plenty of recognizable records, while Bleek has delivered some solid joints of his own. That matchup could lead to a legitimate debate. But Lloyd Banks is an entirely different challenge. The Hunger for More is widely regarded as a classic, and Banks has years of G-Unit albums, mixtapes, features, and solo material behind him. Bleek cannot simply place Yayo and Banks in the same category, as if they bring identical catalogs to the table. Once the entire G-Unit run becomes part of the discussion, the matchup becomes significantly more difficult. And what many artists and fans forget is that versus battles are not simply about counting albums. Strategy and song selection matter just as much. You are not limited to your solo catalog either. Features, mixtapes, group records, and unexpected cuts can completely change the energy inside the room. Jadakiss may still be one of the most dominant performers we have ever seen in a versus battle. The Lox went through Dipset with Jim Jones standing right there, and Jadakiss had already dealt with Fabulous, who now works alongside Jones on the Let's Rap About It podcast. Jadakiss reached into his solo albums, classic mixtapes, major features, and street records. But his biggest advantage was his timing. He and his DJ, Technician, were completely locked in, clearly prepared, and ready with an answer for almost anything Fabulous could play. That kind of preparation is exactly why Memphis Bleek could find himself in serious trouble against Lloyd Banks. Banks doesn't just have solo albums. He has a deep mixtape catalog, major features, G-Unit records, and years of fan favorites that people still remember today. Add G-Unit's Beg for Mercy and TOS to the equation, and the matchup becomes even more difficult. Bleek has records, without question, but battling Banks means dealing with an entire era of music, not simply one rapper's album catalog. That may be where Memphis Bleek is underestimating the challenge. Bleek has music connected to a legendary Rockefeller era, but Lloyd Banks built his reputation as one of the coldest punchline rappers to emerge from the mixtape generation. Those fans are not only showing up for radio singles, they remember the freestyles, street records, guest verses, and deep cuts that made Banks so dangerous. Bleek could play records like Is That Your Chick, Round Here, and Like That, and the crowd would absolutely react. But Banks could answer with On Fire, Karma, G-Unit anthems, mixtape classics, and features that people may have forgotten about until the beat starts playing. That is how a versus battle can turn ugly very quickly. One familiar instrumental can suddenly bring an entire era of music rushing back into the room. The other major factor is performance style. Banks usually stays calm and allows the lyrics to speak for themselves, while Bleek brings more energy and personality. That could benefit Bleek on stage, but energy alone won't erase the difference in lyrical reputation. Once Banks starts reaching into those old mixtape verses, Bleek would need perfect timing, excellent song selection, and some serious Rockefeller surprises. So when Bleek says he would smoke both Yayo and Banks, it sounds bold, but those are two completely different battles. Yayo could make the matchup competitive, while Banks could potentially turn the entire night into a much tougher challenge. Now the bigger question is whether Lloyd Banks was actually responding to all this talk on Rome Street's new record. The timing has people paying attention because both Bleek and Jim Jones have been bringing Banks's name into these versus conversations. Then Banks appears with sharp bars that sound like they could be aimed directly at someone involved in the discussion. Banks has always moved quietly, and that makes the situation even more interesting. He's not the type to jump online every day and explain who a particular line was about. He usually drops the verse, lets the fans connect the dots, and keeps moving. That style can make a potential diss feel even colder because there's no loud warning before it arrives. Jim Jones and Memphis Bleek may say the lyrics had nothing to do with them, but fans are already breaking down every line. Once names have been mentioned publicly, people naturally listen to the music differently. A regular punchline could suddenly sound personal, especially when it fits the exact argument happening online. And Banks has every reason to defend his name. He spent years being recognized as one of the strongest lyricists of G-Unit, so when people start acting like he'd be an easy versus opponent, it was always likely to create some noise. Whether that verse was aimed directly at them or simply arrived at the perfect time, it definitely added more pressure to Bleek and Jones. What makes this even messier is that Jim Jones already knows how quickly a versus crowd can turn against you. Dipset walked into that battle against the Lox feeling confident, but once Jadakiss took control of the room, the entire energy shifted. That night proved that reputation means very little if your opponent has better timing, stronger records, and the crowd completely locked in. So when Jones starts talking like he can beat anybody from New York, fans are naturally going to bring up that Dipset loss. That doesn't erase his career or his accomplishments, but it does show why claims like these require more than confidence. You have to step onto that stage and prove it record by record. Bleek could also benefit from the Rockefeller catalog, but that brings up another important question. How many of those records can he truly claim as his own, and how many depend heavily on Jay-Z being part of the moment? Banks, meanwhile, can pull from solo records, G-Unit classics, mixtapes, and guest verses without needing another artist to carry the reaction. That's why this debate is not as simple as saying Bleek has more gold albums than Yayo. Sales matter, but verses is about impact, memory, and what happens the moment the beat drops. Banks has too many records capable of waking up an entire room instantly. He can also reach into the music he created with 50 Cent, G-Unit albums, and those classic mixtape era cuts. But if we're only judging commercial singles from solo albums, Bleek might have an advantage because G-Unit often leaned harder towards the streets. Bleek has more radio-friendly material, but commercial success doesn't automatically win a versus battle. We already saw that when Fabulous faced Jadakiss. Fab had the bigger mainstream catalog, but Jadakiss came in with a smarter strategy, better timing, and the perfect records for the moment. He didn't simply chase radio hits, he controlled the room and made the battle look easy. I may come back with a part 2, but now it's your turn. Who do you have winning this matchup? Memphis Bleek, Tony Yayo, or Lloyd Banks? And could Jim Jones really beat Banks, Mace, Jadakiss, or anyone else he's mentioned? Run those likes up, hit the hype button, and subscribe to Drip Z for more hip-hop breakdowns. Double deuces and bubble gooses. Peace.
Defense. 2026 is all offense.
Yeah, Jay don't look out
for Bleek like Fib look out for you.
Show me a picture of Yayo walking around with his chain, the passport chain. without 50
You better than Banks?
Big pimpin' without the coat.
Yeah.
Listen to Banks right now.
A few moments later.
What was Jimmy upset about?
Look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
You
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces.
When have you seen Memphis Bleek or Jim go on their own tour personally? Me, I just did shows in the Swiss Alps. The Swiss fucking Alps. We not took these motherfuckers skiing in Vermont. I'm in the Swiss Alps. You see my response, I ain't say nothing, but I was on that private jet, right? Me, Murder, and 50 was joking around on the private jet. That's what we do. And we just get into the money over here, man. My answer is being on the private jet, eating that smoked duck in Morocco. I'm in Italy with Leonardo. This owns so many clubs in Europe, billionaires. I'm in rooms like that, so all that don't really matter to me, you know what I'm saying? I could have responded and said, yo, drop a pin, link up, we both can die, or I could have said, or I got a bigger house than you, or got more money than you. You know, half of the we beef with wasn't even rappers, so why would I worry about a rapper?
He brought out Bleek though. That was a dope moment.
What else is new? I mean, again, Bleek is still my little man. He's just not little no more. Pause, you know what I mean? It was the same show. Like, again, if I'm Bleek, I'd been like, can I do my own set? Can I at least open up? I still got to come in and ad-lib. I'm 55 years old. I got kids out there. I can't be a hype man this old.
I was the little bro, and I'ma stay the little bro in that situation. I'm not gonna overstep my boundaries and try to be something in that situation I can't and wasn't. So with that, I leave alone. Only they can fix that.
Yo, I know I don't want my kids seeing me do that. My kids ain't gonna see me be another hype man at this age. And I got my own albums and my own podcast, and I weigh more than pause. I'm not doing that. No dish. And again, I love Bleek. He's just so loyal. I know he'd be like, this thing still got me doing this. All right, Jay.
Okay. I think we passed kneeling. Yeah, I think it's time to go into actionable items. I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that.
Lie is more entertaining than the truth, bro.
Okay.
No matter what you say, man. Like, the truth came out about them fouls and all that. They still run with it. Yo, homie in this and homie in that. It's like,
what about the target?
The lawyer shot down. Don't talk to me about that. I don't give a fuck about that activism shit, my nigga. Like, because these niggas is still in there,
right,
my nigga.
Right.
So don't worry about us.
Look, the target deal is important because I hit up both of these dudes when that episode came out. I said, oh, y'all gotta look
selective
at. But look,
rage.
But look, no, not at all.
Everybody album is available vinyl.
So
in Target.
why wouldn't Hov say, hey, I don't have
He
control
don't
of that.
have to. He don't owe y'all niggas no explanation, my nigga.
That's where we split ways.
Well, that's gonna forever be that, my nigga. Y'all sounded like the old lady in the window. Why y'all outside 3 a.m. loud? We gotta tell her we selling drugs, bitch. That's why.
No, I don't.
The fuck?
I don't
Come
get the
on,
I don't get
man.
the correlation there.
She want to know why we outside late doing what we do. You want to know why he did what he did. We owe none of y'all no explanation. We selling drugs,
No.
bitch.
The difference is you didn't, unless you paying that old lady rent or whatever the case may be.
He not paying your rent.
Right. We, the community at large, the community at large support a Hov. The community at large support a Hov.
You're not paying his rent.
Again, the community at large supported Hov. Hov gets to wage that because the community supported him.
First of all, the community know about money right now because of Hov. Right? Y'all niggas would still be running around picking boogers, wiping them on the camera screen if it wasn't for Hov and B.I.G. Let's clear it up, man. New York was not talking no money until Big and Hov came out.
From a rap perspective.
Yes. So you want to talk about money? You got them chains on. You know platinum because of Hov, nigga.
That doesn't help the community.
Because anytime white people want to smooth some shit over, they go get that rich nigga and put you on TV to represent the people, you know? You have you asking your questions like,
Damon, now that you made this $13 million, and we're not counting, now that you've made all this money, let me ask you this. Let me just throw this out at you. You respond any way you want. Is there racism in America?
you be sitting there thinking about that paycheck, talking about, no sir. If in there is, I ain't seen none.
day when it come to upstate, niggas always got an issue. Now Jada Kiss, you nice as the gangster shit in you. You ain't never been in the mountains. You ain't known for blazing pistols. I shot was young. Said your thing was popsicles. Look, as far as Jim go, he a modern day.
Yayo's thing had, what does he say? That
Jay-Z don't help nobody?
Help nobody?
Yo, say 401k records. It's called Hold It Down, homie. Drop some heat. Niggas ain't paying your bills, cuz. If 50 said 1 year, these niggas will be in a shelter. They shouldn't be allowed to talk about us or anybody when you literally are a dependent.
I think I heard Yayo say that you and which is crazy. He said you and Jay's friendship is just was more business. I've never seen it.
Well, him and 50 friendship is just financial.
Mm.
I'm glad you don't talk to none of these niggas, man. They don't deserve to hear nothing from the God. Like, in my words, these niggas, man. That's why I'm out here.
And when you say that, in what regard, like? They
Fuck
don't.
these
No,
niggas.
Not that. Why? When you say they don't deserve to hear from the God, what do you?
They don't deserve, man. Y'all all here making up stories and making up your own analogies.
Wouldn't that be
fuck
better
do we
that
owe
you
an explanation for?
Because you are a major figure.
Nah, we ain't no major figure. He is the figure.
Okay, so if I'm a president,
yes.
Elon talk. Tell me when they come up here and chop it up with y'all.
No,
give y'all niggas some nit.
They're not a part of our culture.
But listen, do they give y'all niggas the inside of the new car dropping?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's called a keynote. It's called a keynote. They stand it.
You got it last night. There was some keynotes last night. Jay thought I was gonna play with this. That I wasn't gonna take Duce serious. His whole thing was, I know you gonna show up to a meeting high. They gonna call me. You gonna miss meetings. They gonna call me. He said, I'm just waiting for it, Bleek. I went man, this is my shit now.
It was Duce Mafia. You know, that was the original thing that we coined.
Remember that. I remember telling Jay to give us the budget to make the clothes.
Duce Mafia one.
And he told me,
we had him.
Nobody ain't gonna wear no liquor brand on their chest. And I was like, what?
Right, that part.
Remember, we went and made the Duce Mafia hats, then we made the Duce Mafia shirts, and he came back and was like, okay, you on to something.
Yeah, right.
What you think of that? What you think of that? What you think of that? I'm a real ass nigga. What you think of that?
Yeah, right.
You on to something, little bro. We started this whole movement. That's why it's an honor to have you on this with me. When we first launched the brand, the music was dry. They wasn't checking for Bleek. So I called Jay. I tell him, hey, yo, Jay, the music ain't going down. I need something else, man. I wanna try something outside of being an artist. And he was like, yo, you ready to work? Man, you can't be showing up to the meeting smelling like weed, Bleek. You can't be asleep at the meetings wilding out. So I'm like, nah, man, this ain't Bleek. This is Malik. I really, really need a shot, bro. Give me some. So he like, all right, I got something for you. Come to the office. You show me the bottle. You take a shot. And he like, Bleek, you think you can move this? And I'm like, of course. Jay gave me the bottle. I'm like, yo, you know me, I'm a hustler. I used to sell fireworks, whatever. I could move this. So he like, show me what you could do. I go downstairs to the car. I show Puzo the bottle. I'm like, yo, Pooz, Hov said if we could move this and turn this up, we could take over. Pooz said, I got you, Bleek.
I don't think people will know this generation that Nas shit started because of you.
I'm a ball till I fall. What you think of that? You want a ball till you fall? I can help you with that. You want beef? I can melt in your hat.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's why I want to get Nas on the podcast, because me and Nori said one day, right? He was like, yo, imagine you sit down and you get a chance to ask Nas and be like, yo, that line, let a slug melt in your hat, was that about you? And he say no. He's like, Nori was like, yo, what would you do? What would you think? I'm like, yo, I never thought about that. He'd be like, that means you started the biggest war for nothing.
For nothing. Why did you think that line was